So when I was doing my prep for the kind of interview, I like to look through people's LinkedIn and just get a vibe. What's the golf thing? I've got to.
Yeah.
Are you even good at golf? I mean, I didn't
I'm
know.
okay. It depends what yardstick you're using to measure me against. You know, like I can make contact with the ball. I play off a 1 handicap now, so
Okay.
like
So you're a little bit good.
I'm okay at it. Yeah, I'm okay at it. I wasn't when I caddied. So my brother, fortunately, was a very, very good golfer, and he played on the European Tour and still does now. He had a tough time with injuries and things like that. But I mean, I played a couple of games of golf with him over Christmas, and I was giving him a little bit of grief, saying like, you know, don't forget your wallet and all that kind of stuff, you know, like, and I didn't make it to the 14th tee. Like, he absolutely hammered me. Mm-hmm. So he's still exceptionally good golfer now. So I was really fortunate that that he was a good golfer, and I finished university. I went and did one more season teaching windsurfing and sailing over in Egypt. Mm-hmm. And look, I loved doing that. It was brilliant way to make a living. But it wasn't, you could never really make much of a living out of it. You know, it was always kind of like very, very frugal kind of lifestyle. So I finished that, and Rob asked me if I wanted to go and caddy for him. I didn't really have anything better to do at the time. So I was just like, travel around the world and walk around fields. I thought, yeah, I can do that. So
for anyone that doesn't know, can you explain what a caddy actually does?
A glorified waiter. It's such a weird job. You're 50% waiter, making sure that the clubs are there and that they're clean and the bag's got everything that needs to be in it, that you're on time, that he knows how far he's got to the hole and where the wind is and all that kind of stuff. Making sure the bunker's raked afterwards and all that. And then, you know, part coach, part psychologist, part agony aunt, part little brother, part older brother, part, like, it's just the weirdest little role. And it's a real trade. Like, you have to learn it like you learn any kind of trade. And I was not very good when I first started caddying, to be honest with you. You know,
so do you have to like study the course and get a feel for, you know, the best lines?
You were supposed to do that. Yeah, you did. You did, and I did at the start of my caddying career. I did a lot because I didn't know the courses. I'd never been there. But then towards the end, I think I've always said 10 years, but I think I actually did it for 8 or 9 years. I counted it the other day. And after that long, you've been to that course before. You know where not to hit it, so you might as well just go and have a pint instead of go and walk the course. You know, so after a while, you get quite good at it. And like any kind of skill or any kind of trade, you get better at it. So in the end, I ended up being quite a good caddy, I think.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask is there anyone famous, well-known that you've caddied for, apart from your brother?
I got sacked a lot, Steve. So the list is long, you know, like, but I mean, any like golf fans will probably know. I mean, at the end, I caddied for a chap called David Lipsky, who's now on the PGA Tour. He was a really nice guy. Had a bit of a falling out at the WGC in China over a wind direction, and never really recovered from that moment, sort of thing. And then before that, I caddied for a guy called Johan Carlson, big Swedish guy, looked like a Viking, long blonde hair, exceptionally attractive guy. But still friends with him now. Caddied for him for 2.5 years. Before that, I've caddied for a guy called Thomas LeVay, who's a Ryder Cup player, French Ryder Cup player, so golf perverts will know who he is, sort of thing. And then before that, there was a long list, but most notably my brother. Yeah. And still to this day, like, one of the best players I've seen play golf, my brother. So it's like I was awfully fortunate to have a sibling that was so good at golf.